welcome to another session of GMIS 2020 digital series. Decisions are being accelerated now with the pandemic. It's almost like a catalyst by region or by country. What has been the view on glocalization?
In Germany, we are indeed seeing a transition to what we here call glocalization, a shift to a way more flexible global manufacturing footprint with global planning. And we are expecting that the physical value chains will become more localized within a regional setup.
When we talk about any kind of supply chain rearrangements, I think it's driven by those three parameters: a global shift in the dynamics of nations, a global shift in supply chains, which is more operational, and a more hyper-local shift in supply chains. And alongside all of this, there is a fairly strong push for digital. Our point of view in this full potential revival and growth is that India should see this crisis as a crisis which we have to cope with, but also as an opportunity. Because here's an opportunity to make some bolder decisions, some transformative decisions, which as a democracy we often find hard to execute because there's a lot of consensus building, and there's nothing better than a crisis to build consensus.
People are starting to think more about other factors that aren't in the quote-unquote total cost model, starting to look more at the areas of resiliency and flexibility, as well as looking more at your customer market and figuring out how to be able to provide a better experience for your customers.
So when we think about glocalization, a piece of that is how do we satisfy demand in a large, attractive market like China? How do we also satisfy demand elsewhere in the world? And how do we balance the needs of two major superpowers who have different views on how they might interact without offending either party? What
we did see in the pandemic was actually companies working together at a speed and a collaboration and a creativity that one wouldn't see, unless it was put together by manufacturing associations and governments. And so to go to kind of the human nature of the things that automation can't do, the creativity and collaboration that came in a positive way from crisis, we couldn't have got to. And actually there's been a lot of good things that we need to take from this and not go back to what it was.
Indeed, now is the time to act. I think we agree on that. If we look back at previous crises, we see it was those companies who took decisive, bold and informed decisions that not only mastered the crisis, but really emerged stronger with a competitive advantage.